Arsenal quadruple hopes over. Chelsea top 4 hopes in shambles. Spurs about to get relegated. United hold 1 point. Welcome to the After 90 podcast. How's everybody feeling today?
I was feeling bad, but God did.
Okay.
God did.
It's been a rough weekend, Didn't pan out how,
I feel like every big team, maybe except Man City, but like most teams this weekend,
Yeah, Liverpool lost.
Liverpool lost, yeah.
Yeah, Liverpool lost. Arsenal, Man U lost. Arsenal lost.
Man U drew.
Yeah, we drew. My bad. We can't lose.
Arsenal lost.
Arsenal lost cup final. Very, very painful.
I think
to
Arsenal's
watch.
own was the most painful. Every other team's loss was quite bearable.
Let's just get straight into Arsenal first of all. How did you feel going to the game? Were you confident for the win?
Honestly, I was actually quite confident. I thought momentum was on our side. Mentally too, we had just beaten Everton, top of the league, 9 points, cruised through like Champions League as well. So, mentally we were where we needed to be versus City, who had, I think they had drop points in their last
West Ham, I think.
in their last Premier League game. They were out of the Champions League as well. So mentally, like, I could back our team up. I guess the moment the nerves, at least personally for me, started creeping in was when I didn't see Izzy on the bench. Because, Izzy had been pivotal in our Everton game and also our Champions League knockout. So he wasn't there. And obviously, like, I'd known that, he was going to put Kepa at the backer as well. We all know Raya is better than Kepa. No two ways about it. But then again, Kepa has not put any foot wrong throughout the entire competition. So
Throughout his time at Arsenal.
Honestly, he hasn't put any foot wrong. So I can understand giving him the go ahead and say, okay, you know what, this is your time to, bring something to the team as well. Timber injured, so our right back position wasn't solid. Again, injuries happen, right? But then as I'm seeing the lineup, all these doubts begin to creep in, and I'm like, okay. I mean, but like, we're still going to the game. It's 90 minutes, but the first 20-25 minutes,
there's a killing City.
We were on it, on the forefront. Like, we had like, there was a time where Trafford made like 3 back-to-back saves. I'm like, whoa, okay, cool. Finished the first half a bit, under City began to come up, and then second half it was
Guardiola's tactics.
I don't even know what happened, who changed, what the person, because I don't think there was any subs in halftime. Like, Man City just
the more experienced manager.
I guess that you could say that too. Again, people like to blame Kepa and say, oh, like, because of Kepa we lost that game. They were pressing us for a good 15-20 minutes non-stop.
It was inevitable.
That goal was coming one way or another. Okay, no problem. We scored. Let's come out and play ball. Same thing. They press us for another good 15-20 minutes before they already. What I'm saying, 5 minutes they get their next goal. So it was inevitable, right? We didn't have the players who could hold the ball in key places for us. Like, we were just
losing it.
And another thing too, another issue, again, back to the whole more experienced manager. This is only 90 minutes football, right? Why is Kepa? There was a lot of times where Kepa was holding onto the ball. Again, I'm guessing his instructions. And we're like almost waiting from somebody from Man City to step out of position or to break for formation. But Man City were like, now he's going to chill and wait for you to do what you need to do. Sometimes you need to, sometimes this is a cup final, take the game to them. Go and get the goal.
They're trying to bank on City's mistakes.
Well, banking on somebody else, that's not a tactic. So you can't bank on somebody else's mistake to, find gaps in it. You need to go and break them down. That's what they had in Doku, Semenyo, and Cherki. Those boys were taking our guys on one-on-one. Apart from Saka, nobody else.
Do you think Arteta just lost like the chess match in terms of like tactics? Because a lot of people are calling him out for like the changes he made, keeping Gyökeres on the pitch for so long.
I don't know why Gyökeres, because again, like, bro, manage how you've been managing. Gyökeres, if that's a Premier League game, Gyökeres is out in the 60th minute. Gyökeres is out in. At some point, at the 73rd minute, I was like, this guy's still on the pitch. Like, I saw his face, like, how?
When I saw Jesus warming up, I thought that was Gyökeres.
Jesus, and that's another thing. He has not brought on Jesus as a sub in a hot minute.
Wow.
Like I can't remember the last time Jesus came on Carabao Cup, and then that looked like where he was meant to be playing. Do you see what I'm saying? That kind of level. I'm like, you're bringing on Jesus? Like, no, this is not what you do. This is not what you do. I would have even preferred Max Diamond there, man. Like, it's 10 minutes left, man. Like, throw the boy on, let him take some people on one.
That's what you guys were lacking.
That's what we're lacking.
That's what we're lacking. Properly.
Madueke, and at
he
some
couldn't
point,
even control the ball.
I feel like Saka in general, like this season, I don't know if he's just got very comfortable. Maybe because the team is not as reliant on him as back in the day when he was a star boy. They looked to him to like create and score. Now the team does not really need Saka to win. So I don't know if that somehow affected his overall performance in like production for the team, where he's very lackluster sometimes out there.
No, I think he's maybe just a bit too hard on himself, in the sense where like he knows the quality he brings. He's almost reminiscing on past season and how good he has been, and he wants to hit those numbers again. So he's trying just a bit too hard. Yeah. Right? He's not clinical enough. His passing accuracy is not the best. His crossing, apart from corners, like it doesn't amount to much. His shots on goal, like they barely even lift from the ground. Like he's just not as sharp as he needs to be. Like obviously it's too early to say that his career is done. Bro, he's just 24. He might just be having a slump. Okay. He just be having a slump in his season. But again, he's not going to be 100% of the time, right? And that's why you need able deputies in Madueke and Max Down. I'm saying Max Down, can you imagine? But you need an able deputy to step in when he's not where he needs to be. Someone to also challenge him.
It might just be a mentality thing. I think like for players and I think we can even go back to Hazard, the same that happened to Hazard when he had gone to Madrid. Is like when you're a player and you're the best player on the team and you know that everyone is looking up to you to like perform and be out there. Sometimes that pressure can bring out production, can make you a lot more productive. Now you look at Arsenal and you're like, Saka has fallen down the ranks when you want to rank like who the best players on the team are. It's like Declan Rice, maybe Gabriel, Saliba, before you start even like thinking about Saka. But like 3 seasons ago, you could point at him and say, okay, maybe Odegaard, but he was the outrightly your star boy. Yeah. So,
and even when you mentioned, those are all defensive players, man. Like in our attack, he still has the opportunity to shine because our attack is just not as clinical.
Odegaard is still injured.
Odegaard is still injured too. So that's another thing. No calm. Like Havertz too coming off injury. Like how I would have loved the game to go. Easy start. After a bit, you bring on Havertz because again he brings something different to the team. Gyökeres should not be playing the full. In my opinion, Gyökeres can even bench first and let Havertz start. Honestly, like let have Jesus too. You can bench him. Like is it behind Havertz? Honestly, like
I feel Jesus was what you needed in that second half because Jesus is a player that can finish. He can take on those strikers. You see the chance that
when was the last time you saw
see the
that
chance happen? That Gyökeres missed late in the second half, where he had the ball right in front of the keeper by the post.
Oh yeah.
I think he misfired or something.
No, that one was
Jesus will react faster.
Maybe
in this type of situations.
Maybe Gyökeres is kind of stiff.
That's what I'm saying. So Gyökeres, I think Gyökeres is the good option to start the games because when the games are still going to go like the way they pan out, I think Gyökeres just has that edge over Jesus.
Gyökeres only has 2 good things going for him: his finishing and his positioning.
Exactly. So for starting the game, you don't those are things you need, right, for the start of the game. But when the game is like 20-25 minutes left, you need thinking, and I don't think Gyökeres has that ability to do things outside the box when it's needed.
And then let's turn the table around and talk about from Man City's side. Obviously, we can go on and on as to how much of a manager Pep can be, especially in these kind of situations.
Yeah.
But do you think this is a step in the right direction in terms of he's been getting a lot of criticism lately, like, oh, Pep is washed and all that stuff. But now they've won the Carabao Cup. O'Reilly was, really good. The team in general, they got the job done. Do you think it was more props to City than like Guardiola? A bad game for us?
Yeah, like I would say Guardiola got his tactics spot on, in my opinion. Like, yes, Haaland was maybe what a lot of Gabriel and Saliba focused their time on preparing for, and they did lock him down. But again, nobody saw the threats in O'Reilly. How many goals does O'Reilly have this season? He's been scoring. But
and if Arsenal had just done the homework properly.
Because think about it, that goal that O'Reilly scores, it's Saka that's on him. Saka is not defending.
Saka was marking him.
Saka was the second goal. The second goal. The first goal, I think it was to be Mendy.
Yes,
because you have both Gabriel and Saliba.
And the first goal
on
wasn't exactly. That's why I think I agree when they put the blame on Kepa, because the moment Kepa touched that ball, Arsenal players like kind of slowed down, expecting him to hold it.
That was a goalkeeper error.
Exactly. Yeah.
Nonetheless, but again, O'Reilly's in the why is the left back in the box? In the 6-yard box.
It was a tactics thing.
O'Reilly reminds me of.
So that's why I said Pep got his tactics.
It reminds me of Alonso.
It
reminds me of Marcos Alonso. Like that left back, like is a goal scoring threat. Best believe is every defender has a nightmare.
It was a tactics thing by Guardiola. For him to score 2 goals the
and
same
again,
way with a header, it was a tactics thing.
Yeah, he got his tactics right for sure. But again, I think maybe Arsenal just paid too much attention on Haaland. He's been quiet for the past X amount of weeks. But again, don't get me wrong, he's a dangerous player, whichever which way. But that was everybody's looking like, where's Haaland? But like you have O'Reilly, like again, there's some times where Semenyo is on the ball, you need to double down on him. Cherki's on the ball, you need to double down on him. This guy getting his yellow card so early in the game did not help matters at all. Hincapié. Yeah. And then you always notice Hincapié is on a yellow card, but he's left one-on-one with Cherki. Like, come on, guys. Yeah. Like, there are times where people need to... and that's why sometimes Martinelli's defensive work rate is a bit better than Trossard. Like, Trossard will... Sorry, Martinelli...
He didn't start Martinelli too. He didn't start Trossard too.
He started Trossard. He started Trossard. He did start Martinelli.
Okay.
So, just different things. And maybe he could have taken off Hincapié earlier on.
Because the 2 goals actually came from that side.
They came from that position, right?
So quadruple hopes over. Now is the treble. And if you look at the league and FA Cup especially, we can get to Champions League later on, but the league and FA Cup especially, Man City are probably your biggest threat. Do you think this Carabao Cup win is kind of like a statement? Does that scare you in a way? Like you still have to play them at least one time in the Premier League, and then you might have to face them in the FA Cup, depending on how the draws go and how the games go. But are you scared of Man City?
I'm not scared of Man City in the Premier League, right? Because there's so many other factors outside Arsenal and Man City that dictates who's going to carry that cup at the end of the day. Yeah. Right? Like other teams that each of us both have to play. So, and I'm a bit confident in Arteta seeing the game, seeing the league through. Even if we don't take 3 points from Man City, I still have confidence in him on this team, seeing it all the way through. Now, the FA Cup is very similar to the Carabao Cup, where it's a 90-minute knockout game. You need to get your tactics spot on. Like, there's no room for error. For error cost you the cup.
Yeah.
Right? With the Premier League, a room for error might not necessarily cost you the league at the position Arsenal is in. So, FA Cup, yes, I am worried about Man City. Premier League, no, I'm not. I think we've got it pretty secured. And again, with FA Cup too, FA Cup, we've beaten Manchester City and Chelsea in the FA Cup in previous, like the year we won 2020. Same manager, same Arteta, so he can pull it off. And maybe Carabao Cup is a lesson learned.
Exactly, I was about to say
he's going to learn his lessons. He's always hopefully not going to make the same mistakes twice. Yeah. You know, pay more attention to the other guys, double down on those wingers, maybe start right.
But the same way he's learning his lesson is the same way Guardiola would know that he already got
honestly,
it.
I feel like you learn a bigger lesson from an L than a win.
I think it's really good for football in general. Like having 2 very tactical managers go head to head for like multiple.
And you could feel the tactics.
As
the game was going on.
And it's almost like, Sensei and his
like you could almost feel them playing chess.
No, City played to the book. Like everything was planned. Every single thing they did there.
I didn't even think that they'll have such a good defensive coordination. Because Diaz wasn't there, Gehi wasn't there. Like,
it was Aki and Kusanov.
And they stepped up. They did what needed to get done, right?
Are we worried about Haaland? Like, last touch point on this. No, one other thing we'll talk about, but are we worried about Haaland?
I'm not worried about
this season. He's really slowed down.
I watched the Arsenal game, and Haaland played a team game. It was about the win. So he played to the tactics.
I know. I feel like
the point was just to drag Gabriel and Saliba away.
I feel like
to
generally
give other players space.
It's something that has happened recently. I also think it comes from the manager as well, where we noticed that the goals had slowed down and he became non-existent in the game. So maybe he's come to a point where he's trying to play more team football and not worry about the stats. But genuinely, the Haaland of like last season, 2 seasons ago, he goes games now, no goals.
8-7 games, nothing.
But bro is still highest goal scorer.
Still highest goal scorer.
How he started, how well he
tell
started.
you how well he started this
Imagine
season.
he just kept the same tempo from last season. That guy will be like 30-something goals now this season already.
Well, and I was about to say maybe it's the quality of the delivery he's getting, but there are times where we've seen Haaland miss sitters. Sitters this. So again, maybe he's just not as sharp as he needs to be. Maybe all the games, because at some point he was starting and finishing every single game for Man City, right? Like no rest. Omar Mamush went to AFCON. So I feel like that window, and maybe he just never really recovered.
It took its toll on him.
It took his toll on him, right? It's like he just never recovered, because since Christmas he hasn't been
this year hasn't been his year.
Yeah. First half of the year he was still doing his thing, like being inevitable. Like everybody people still have him on their FPL because they still hope.
So now,
I
don't have many. I took him out like 3 weeks ago.
Bro, cost like 14.
I sold him like 3 weeks ago.
But yeah, before we move on from the City game, one of the big talking points: Cherki juggling the ball at the 60th minute. Do you guys think it was? There's a lot of opinions out there. Was he disrespectful? Was he just, him asserting his abilities and telling everybody I'm that guy? What do you guys think? I want to hear your opinion.
Wrong game, wrong coach to do that with. That was the wrong timing. We're playing the final at this point. You're in the 60th minute. You haven't won the game. Even though you're 2-0 up, but you're still in the 60th minute. You're playing against Arsenal that has been on form, and that was disrespectful to the opponents, disrespectful to the coach, because Guardiola was obviously pissed. I was talking about it for like 2 minutes. So if I was in Guardiola's shoes, I would be pissed, and I'll probably taken actions on him, to be honest.
So just me from a neutral point of view, like always as an Arsenal fan, like bro, come on, like what you doing on the pitch?
Yeah.
But honestly, just thinking back, Cherki is 22. Like people tell you that like your career, love what you do. Bro loves what he does, man. He's juggling. Like at the end of the day, guys, it's football. It's meant to be fun. It's meant to be entertaining.
Exactly.
Like,
I completely agree.
If this was, I think this was the same thing that ruined part of the things that ruined Anthony's career.
Don't compare Anthony to Cherki. Cherki's a baller. Why? What do you mean?
Anthony was a baller, in my opinion.
Baller for where?
Man, you doesn't have to make
Anthony, you can't compare Anthony and
sports
Cherki
players, so it's fine. But Cherki hasn't earned it.
What do you mean?
He's just 22. You've played in City for how many months? What have you done in your career to? If this was Messi juggling the ball in a game, everybody would even Guardiola would probably clap, and at the end of the match, say he's Messi and stuff like that. But you're 22. They just signed you, youngster in quotes, and.
But I'll be honest with you, yeah. The kind of football I grew up watching, Ronaldinho, even Ronaldo when he was in United. Like
was dancing.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, this is not that kind of. Everybody knows that football has changed.
But I don't care.
You guys make it too serious, man.
Exactly, man. You're in the final. You're 2-0. If it was like maybe the game was 0-0,
and then people complain why the Prem is so robotic. It's so tactical.
I'm not.
And someone is trying to have fun, and all of you are.
I'm not defending. I'm not defending the current structure of football. I'm just thinking that Cherki should assert his. If he wants to go like farther as a footballer in the current structure of Premier League and everything, he should assert his environment with having Guardiola as a coach. You don't do that in a game when Guardiola is your coach. You don't do that in a final as well. Because, see, if Cherki doesn't go on to keep up his performance, if he has just a slight downturn, people are going to come back to this and say he's an unserious player and everything like that. So I think he's putting pressure on himself
But you see someone like Saka too. Saka is very disciplined, very humble, but he's had a decline in his form regardless.
I think the pressure would have even been worse if he was nonchalant to display like Cherki is now.
Maybe
the blows he would be getting, they'll be like, this guy is unserious. He thinks everything is a joke and stuff like that. I'm telling you, it's going to happen if Cherki just has it down to for a few matches, they're going to come back to this. Because it happened to Anthony. It happened to Anthony.
Wait, no, the difference is the difference.
You know that spin? That's
go and look at the game that he did the spin. We're not winning that game.
Yeah, you were.
That's even worse.
We're not winning.
That's worse.
And
That's worse.
in the middle of a game that we're trying to score a goal, you are spinning. And it's not like you had like
Cherki.
good run of performance. You've been struggling. Now I was trying to win a game. You get the ball on the
hand was pissed.
You
bro.
spin and then you lost. You gave away the ball.
You gave away the ball. That's
no. Those are two
Like,
very
think about
different
it. Bro
scenarios,
juggled and got Ben White in yellow card.
Exactly.
And now Ben White is walking on the
It
tightrope
was,
there, the rest of the match.
Yeah.
Nah, you can't compare those two.
Like people were like, "Oh yeah, for sure." Like Ben White gets him.
Anthony's was just worse. It just didn't work out for him. I mean, Cherki could get away with it, but I'm saying, like, as an upcoming star that he is, he's trying to make sure that he doesn't bring any unnecessary attention to himself. Like, just do the basic things. He does special things. I mean, he has done the Rabona cross that got the goal for Foden, and everybody was hailing
But
him.
if Foden didn't score, they would have flamed him for that Rabona cross. They would have flamed him. They would have flamed him for that Rabona cross.
I don't think so.
Have fun with it, man. Enjoy it. Because growing up, bro, we saw Okocha, Ronaldo,
Even
United,
Neymar and Santos was
having fun with the game. When the football becomes so serious,
I think they end it. I don't think Cherki has ended it yet. I don't think so. I think you have to end it. Like, give us 2-3 seasons of top performance. Be the next Mahrez in Man City, and we'll let you do all those, and nobody will complain.
Kunya, if you're watching this, trying to see a rainbow flick next game, man.
Man is like, if you're going to do it, let it work.
Exactly.
That's whatever.
That's why I said this one was
let it
bad.
work and not do it in a final. Let it work and not do it in a final.
What do you mean?
I mean, it's
My
opinion.
I think it was even
Personal
instinctive at some point.
It wasn't instinctive.
He literally received.
He received the ball, controlling it, and he was there juggling for like.
It's not like he started
and
juggling.
Guardiola was dying. it was just.
I mean, I've seen Neymar do worse. We've seen Ronaldinho juggling the ball with his shoulder in games. So
and to come back and be like greatest of all time, like
different times. You just assess his situation. It's different from Neymar's situation at that time. Football was a bit lenient then, but now any small thing they try to call you an unserious play or something.
That's why we need to have fun with it. But yeah,
because even Yamal was sagging, but his guy is bagging goals, assists,
He's
everything. He's an unserious player, but
exactly. Yamal is a good example. Remember, like earlier
so Yamal has ended.
Yeah?
That's what Yamal ended.
No, he has not ended it. I'm saying like he got the backlash earlier this season.
Nobody cares.
When he wasn't doing well for a certain player, everybody was just backlashing him that he's unserious and stuff like that. And okay,
whether you're disciplined or you're not disciplined, once you have a decline, they're going to talk.
Even Saka, as a good boy, does his homework.
Yes, it might not be that loud though. Like everybody's
but
still giving Saka because he's a star boy, but. Man, it is what it is. I would say enjoy your football, man.
Exactly.
Like, you only have 10, 15 years to play it. Like, you're going to retire. Like, enjoy it,
How
man.
is juggling on the... I mean, you can juggle in training ground, like, as long as...
No, we didn't do...
How is juggling...
I need everyone to see me juggling, bro.
What's enjoyment of that? You can do that at home or in the training ground, but don't do it in the game when you're playing for Pep Guardiola.
Bro, do it in game, man. Let's have fun with it. No, I want to see nutmegs,
I'm just
rainbow flicks.
What's my happiness is that I'm on the same ground with Guardiola, the great Guardiola, that you shouldn't be doing that in a game.
Okay, fine.
So that's my only...
But yeah, moving on to the Premier League. Where should we start from? Should we start from Spurs? I think
talk Spurs.
That was even quick.
I feel bad for them, if I'm being honest. At this point,
quick.
It's getting really sad. As fun
it's
as
just
it
becoming
was,
real
it's just
day by
real
day.
They might actually get relegated. A relegation battle against Nottingham Forest.
That's when they need to show up. That's when they need to turn up.
Show up.
Yeah.
You can't not go to that game and not put up a fight.
Yeah.
And to lose 3-0
At home.
no response. It's shameful.
Shameful. It's just
But
ironic how they do well
to
in
see
the
it.
champs.
My heart goes out to all sports fans. I'm just thinking, like, if this was United,
Like,
So
would just be...
Do you think their fans have a right, like, because again, we watched that game by 2-0 up. I can't remember the minute, but their fans already started walking out of the pitch.
of course now. If I was
They've been
watching
walking
on
out.
TV,
They've been doing that for like the past 3-4 matches.
But then who's supposed to not get behind the team? Who's supposed to
get
Yeah.
behind, you're 2-0 down. There's nothing to get. You can't
They've
get behind
seen enough.
yourself.
They've seen enough.
It's
Some of them
a
have
relegation
some of them have
battle.
things to do. Like they've seen enough. they've
Do
seen
they
enough.
understand that they're not playing for top 4? They are fighting
For
to stay in the
relegation.
league.
I can't.
And the funny thing is, like, if they get relegated, they will still come to the stadium and watch them play.
I don't think they'll go for
Yeah.
away games, but they'll probably just come for,
yeah, definitely.
they'll come for home games for sure.
It's really bad, man. It's really. I don't even know what to say.
I hope they don't.
I don't know how they can come out of this.
But I would actually love to see once a big team now in league. I want to see what it would be like. But, I mean, it's sad, but let's.
It's not sad, it's fun. See, guys.
I don't know, man.
What's my own? It's
But
fun.
yeah, my heart goes out to all Spurs fans out there. I hope you guys can, battle it out.
Bear with it.
Bear with it.
It's just one season.
Hopefully,
Go and win the championship.
And then, for a whole season, not London is red. Like this whole
I mean, London is already red.
They will not meet you in FA Cup or Carabao.
Man, we jammed there. That's the time they can touch us.
But yeah, moving on from relegation people. Chelsea and Liverpool. Top 4 battle in the mud.
I don't even know who's worse.
I don't know who's worse at this
I
point.
don't know. Well,
I think,
I'm
honestly,
still of the opinion that, and it's not it. Like,
no, you need
And the
to.
Spurs has never been it.
I feel
to
like
me.
at his slot, after he gets his salary every month, should take a percentage of it and give it to Salah. Because even for Salah's masterclass last season, that man was jobless. There's nothing you can tell me. The only reason why that man has a
Literally.
job right now is because he won the
Literally.
league last season.
True.
And if we go back last season, he didn't really do anything.
didn't,
Salah carried that whole team on his back all the way.
Trent.
Okay, Trent and Salah, but carried that whole team on his back. And now Salah, because of how much he had to do last season, he has lost everything. Like,
What?
but
So
I don't think that man should have a job.
Again, if Anastos is the right person for the job, I think it's still to be seen because all the players he signed, he can't even use them.
Yeah, I don't think he's the right player.
No. I said everybody he signed, he can't use them. They're all injured.
They're injured.
Like they're literally all injured.
Isak.
That Brighton game, I feel like if Ekitike
was-
didn't get injured, it could have been a different outcome.
Could,
Now
yeah.
there's literally no striker.
But like, this is not starts like this weekend.
Yeah, it was not this
It's a
weekend,
recurring
yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
this season.
every week.
Like, they've struggled.
They look more and more likely to lose.
For me, is if you go back to Klopp, for example, even when their 2 best players, Mane and Salah, will go out for international break, you see an identity. Sometimes you watch Liverpool playing then, and you feel so choked. I remember there was a popular tweet of one guy saying, because of this Liverpool's press, he had to open his window because he couldn't feel.
It was choking,
It
bro.
was choking your
They
defenders.
play everything in your half. Like, nothing happens outside your half.
And then I saw a stat yesterday that out of the 30 games that Liverpool have played in the league this season, they've been outrun 27 times. Liverpool, that would outrun everybody. They used to press 90 minutes up the pitch, non-stop. Every possession, someone is going for the ball. You can't hold the ball and start thinking when you're playing like Klopp's Liverpool.
And one beautiful thing about that team was they could hit on the counter, they could break teams down,
They
with
could
no
do
press,
anything.
they could do everything.
They were too good. Like, Klopp's Liverpool were too good.
Now you look at the team now.
I think Klopp's Liverpool, with the standard, if every team played the way they played and it was Klopp in Liverpool could be contesting for the Prem this season.
Oh yeah.
It was
Oh,
still
yeah.
Klopp's, yeah, for sure. But then again, you can say that about Guardiola's City. It's not the same.
Yeah,
not
you
the
never
same
know.
City
With
that-
new players and everything.
New
Yeah,
players.
I don't think, and it's not demanding enough from the players. They out there, they look very.
I think
slow,
he still
they're
bought
having
him
fun.
He has bought himself one more season with the Prem last
And
season.
I think he's maybe psychologically, he's like, okay, everybody I bought, I can't use them.
I can't use them,
This is my team B or team C like
Yeah.
that. I'm trying to make it work, but again, that's how season goes. Like injuries
But
happen.
I
and
personally believe that if you can't get Liverpool Champions League football, it's too much of a decline from where they were at. You should not be the manager next season, in my opinion. If you can't get them Champions League football, I think if I'm a Liverpool board, I'll just give you benefit of doubt. Get me Champions League football. If you can't, then what are we saying? After all the money spent.
I understand where you're coming from, but I think he bought himself up one season. They're going to keep him for next
they'll still
season.
keep him. They'll
They'll
still
still
keep him.
because-
Now they'll be like, okay, now you have.
I think they have to keep him. They have to give him one more season. From winning the Prem last season, I know Salah did everything, but he was still the coach, and
And they still made it this far in Champions League.
they
too.
still made it this far in champs.
They're
They are still
not-
in the champs.
They're still in the champs.
Yeah.
They haven't.
I mean, they played Galatasaray in round of 16.
Yeah, I think any team would have beaten
We see how it goes against PSG. I'm not giving.
I think PS is trashing.
But they still
Yeah,
they
I
still
don't-
made it to top 8 though. Like they finished top 8 in the Champions League.
In Champions
League.
decent season
League
with
phase.
with all the injuries,
With
and
everything that's going on.
Decent
Like,
season.
Think about all the injuries, but he's still been able to keep his team in Prem, Champs, and that's everything else, I guess.
No, FA Cup. They're still in the FA Cup.
Yeah.
So
okay, yeah. So with all the injuries they've had,
yeah. So literally still in every competition apart from Carabao.
Fair
we
enough.
just concluded.
We just concluded. So, but yeah, I think they're going to go trophyless regardless. And
Treble, yeah, for sure.
I hope they make the champion. I hope they make the Champions League next season, like, so he can keep his job.
But man, I think they're still better than Chelsea though. They still have a better chance of getting that top 4 as opposed to Chelsea. Because now 3-0 against Everton, what happened?
Very good question.
That's like literally what happened.
What happened?
I watched that game and to be honest, I don't know. I don't know what happened. It was just Chelsea trying to score, and Everton gets like every single chance that Everton got was just going in. Like it was just like a movie. Chelsea is pressing, making attempts. You see Pickford making like crazy saves. Then Everton just moves the ball a bit, gets to the post, it's in.
So now, is it like, do you guys maybe need to go in and sign an experienced centre back?
I've been for that all season.
An experienced
not just centre back. We need experienced players. I get what the owners are trying to do. They're trying to build, one young team that is really good. Teams like Shakhtar of those days, and where everybody's young and they are, pressing the big teams and winning their titles and everything. But we can't do that. Like, you need to get experienced players, especially in the midfield and in the defense. The attack is fine. It's easier to score than to score with less experience as a striker than a defender. When you're defending, like if you see Thiago Silva defending, you know that this is not just kicking the ball. There's more to this game. There's more, mind,
more thoughts to the game. Positioning, his passing.
Exactly, even when he wants to commit a foul. You see the tactics in the foul and everything, where he commits the foul, when he commits the foul, and
why
everything.
he has to commit the foul.
Exactly. We don't have that, and unfortunately, Chalobah was injured. I think if Chalobah was there, that game could have gone differently. But now Chalobah is injured. We have Fofana and Hito, who is inexperienced as well, who is just 18, coming from Netherlands and everything. So I don't blame Rosenu, first of all. I think that was the lineup I predicted. I blame the ownership. Get experienced players. Osimhen was in the markets last season. You went for Dilap, and I'm like, I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to buy young players that you want to develop, but you keep signing prospects.
Dilap or Gyökeres?
Definitely Gyökeres. Dilap can't even keep a ball on target, bro. So like, I see what you're trying to do. You want the young players to develop. Like, sometimes you get it right with like Esteval. Like, that one is like 10 years
there's
plan.
nothing. I don't think there's anything particularly wrong with that, keeping young players. But if you're going to have young players and want them to develop, you also need to be patient with your manager. Like, you can't buy young players and sign 3 different managers.
That's the exact.
You can never develop anything.
We lack both. You
can never develop anything.
They want a process, but they're not ready to trust it.
They're not like
exactly. They want to win every match with inexperienced players.
And I'll be real with you. Like, shout out to Esteval. But if you continue to change managers, I've seen it happen in United. If a young player is just moving from system to system, position to position,
it kills their game.
It will definitely affect that game.
It kills their game.
I can count with both hands the amount of coaches Rashford played under.
Yeah,
he played on the left, he played on the right, he played down the middle, he played everywhere. At some point,
striking too.
At some point, bro did not even know what his position was.
Yeah.
So
Roseno's, and funny enough, Roseno's time is already ticking. I know it. They've not said anything about it. But I know it, and I'm it's already sad because I won't sack Rosenu. I'm probably going to keep Rosenu for 1 more year, even with
1 year.
Yeah,
okay.
Because it's not noodles that it's 15 minutes. You every look, see, Arsenal that are about to win the title this season, and every Arsenal fan is happy. This was 5 years in the making. 5, 6, 7 years in the making.
I think people like to call this Arsenal team out and say, oh, Arteta has been going trophyless, but still they kept him. I get it, but at the end of the day, the reason why Arteta kept his job is because no matter what, we always saw progress. We always saw progress every season.
So who says we're not seeing progress at Chelsea? Who says? Okay, what is where is the problem?
There's no way to even measure progress because before we can even measure it, you guys reset.
That's why I feel like you should not have sacked Maresca.
I mean, if they kept Maresca, fine.
I think you should have kept Maresca. But I'm looking at Liam Rosenio. I don't see it. I'll be honest with you. I think Chelsea need to get an experienced manager.
That's the problem.
I don't think you should.
Even if you have young players,
team and inexperienced
manager. Even if you have young players, bro, get an experienced manager. Have experienced coaches to bring these players up. But they just want to work with. They want everybody. They
didn't really have a footballing career. He had a coaching career.
Another problem also is the expectations. I feel like when Arteta came to Arsenal fans knew that this is not going to be
it's going to take time.
It's not going to be, and they called it. Arsenal fans kept saying trust the process because they've had Wenger. They brought in Unai Emery to come in and just win everything. Didn't work out that way. And then when Arteta came in, it's like, okay, you know what? No more signing the Ozils and the Sanchez and the big names. We're going to do this slow but steady, and they trust the process. As a Chelsea fan, are you ready to go the next 4 years without winning anything but seeing progress?
I mean, that's the problem. We've been wired.
Just say no.
If you can't,
wait. See, the problem is we've been wired differently, especially with Roman Abramovich. Roman doesn't take. Exactly. He doesn't take anything less than a trophy a season. So as Chelsea fans, Arsenal fans have been wired by Wenger.
Do you know why I understand you? What? As a United fan, the same thing I feel. I want to trust the process, but if you ask me, are you ready to go next 4 years and not win anything and see progress? I would say no, because
every weekend.
So I'll be going through. We need to ask them to tell us how they did it. Man.
Chelsea and Arsenal fans and other Man U, Man City fans. We watch football for the fun, right? To win the game because we are used to winning. Arsenal fans watch football as
how has it become an Arsenal fan conversation from?
No. I'm just saying that if you actually want to trust the process, you have to be ready to go through the grind. I don't think as Chelsea fans, you guys are ready for that, in my opinion.
Personally, see, this is the work of the ownership to let the fans know you have to trust the process. But when the ownership too doesn't want to trust the process, is it the fans that will?
But the fans will call for the coach to be sacked if next season comes and Liam Rosenio is not.
I like. At least keep Rosenio for 1 more year. Like it happens. He has down. And honest, this guy is new in the Prem. It's a learning process.
But
you make mistakes and you learn from them, and that's how you gradually.
I'm of the opinion that you should get an experienced Premier League manager.
Not yet. 1 year. After 1 year, they let the next manager be an experienced one. But at least give Rosenio 1 more year.
Fair enough.
Simple. Just give somebody time. Give him time. Mm-hmm. It's been 3 months you signed him, man.
So if he doesn't win anything this season and he doesn't get into champs, we still give him 1 more year.
I don't care. To be honest, I don't care. No matter what happens by the end of the season, let Rosenio be there by this time next year.
Okay,
fair enough.
Simple. It's not rocket science. They're just making everything complicated. It just takes time.
And then last game to touch on was a controversial one. United game. 2-2 draw. I mean, we've played Bournemouth twice this season. 4-4 and 2-2.
Bournemouth are like they like draws. They like draws more than wins.
A lot of goals, but the biggest talking points about that game were the referee's decision. So
I didn't see anything wrong with them though, but
this guy's such a hater. So Ahmad's first of all, the red card. I think it was a red card. I think
easy.
I agree. Maguire should have gotten sent off. He denied a clear goal scoring opportunity, pull the player down, no attempt to play the ball, so red card.
Yeah,
is the rule. But my opinion is you have to be consistent as a referee. If you're going to give a foul for pulling a player back, then you have to do it at the other end. You can't do it at one end and not do it at the other end. I think the foul on Ahmad that led to the Bournemouth's first goal to tie 1-1 should have been a penalty.
You know, the funny thing is, okay, not funny, but the Ahmad one, the Evanilson one is easier to give than the Ahmad one. I think because Ahmad wasn't even clear sight of shooting.
No, I don't think it was a red card. I'm saying Maguire's own was a red card.
Like a pen.
Ahmad's own was not a red card. I won't even give that a yellow. Yeah, but it was a penalty.
I also agree that it was a penalty. But I just don't understand why VAR couldn't. No, in fact, VAR agreed with the on-field decision.
They agreed with the on-field decision.
That's another thing that kind of
I agree with the on-field decision.
I think the thing with the VAR is The only time a VAR will, especially the fact after Bournemouth scored on the other end,
Bournemouth scored right after.
VAR will only call the play back if it's a clear, obvious error by the referee. So if it's not a clear and obvious error, if it's like a 50-50.
That's so subjective.
Exactly. I think it was a clear and obvious error because it was obviously a penalty.
Because if that was given as a penalty, VAR is not overturning it.
Exactly. Because VAR would say it was not a clear and obvious error.
I think you need to go watch that incident from all angles. That guy didn't push Ahmad.
What did he do?
That was just proper defending.
He put his arm on his chest and he pulled him down.
He didn't pull him. He contact spot.
There was literally he pulled him like
contact spot. Contact spot. That Ahmad too was he wanted to go down.
He wasn't on the way down.
He was already going to lose.
No, Ahmad wanted. No, the player he had no.
Not behind. Not behind.
He had no chance of getting the ball. He made no play on the ball. He had no chance of getting the ball. Ahmad was clear to kick the ball, and then he pulled him down.
I don't think he pulled him though. The hand was there, but there was no force. It was just normal contact spot.
If anything, I feel like there was more force on Ahmad than there was on Evan Nelson.
I think the difference is Evan Nelson was
Evan Nelson was clear sight of goal.
He had a really good first touch, so the ball was way ahead.
Maguire came in his way.
His pace was a lot more than Ahmad, so a slight push made it look like
contact. Was down.
Yeah, Ahmad had the ball close to his feet. So there was not as much pace as the Van Nelson one, but it was the same thing, bar for bar.
I think if Maguire's own happened outside the box, it won't be a card.
No, it'll be a yellow card.
No, it won't be a yellow card.
I don't think it will be a
unless
card.
It's like if it's stopping a counter attack.
Okay, fair enough.
Stopping a counter attack will be yellow card.
Yeah, but for just like close and stuff like that, it won't be.
The only reason why it's a red card is because
in the box.
it denied a clear goal scoring opportunity without any attempt to play the ball. Yeah, he was
his first touch was bang on.
Yeah, it just set him in place to shoot.
Yeah, it is what it is. I'm just happy that
But how does the double jeopardy work? I thought that if it's a penalty, it can be a red card at the same time.
No, if you stop a goal scoring opportunity.
No, if you stop a goal scoring opportunity and with the attempt to play the ball. So if it's a slide tackle, you try to play the ball, or you foul the player, you don't get the double jeopardy. It's a yellow card. But if you have no attempt to play the ball, say you use your hand to hit the ball away from the post, or you intentionally foul the player with no attempt to play the ball, then you get the red card and the penalty.
Got you.
Yeah, that's how it works. That's why he got a red card, because he made no attempt on the ball.
But again, it's not as if Liverpool and Chelsea made Man U's life any harder because they lost.
Yeah, it was their week.
Aston Villa did beat West Ham, so they came close on points to United for that third
I think
spot.
United are good for they're good
Yeah,
for the season.
I'm confident that we're good for the season, but it is what it is.
I think Chelsea shouldn't go to the champs. If we don't go to the champs and these guys give Rosenio time, it should be better.
But it will be hard to attract the experienced players you want without Champions League.
Yeah,
we already have them. The experienced players. I think we already have.
If you want a player like Osimhen, for example, you can't.
He might still come. I mean, it's just 1 year in the champs, and
Osimhen is at a point in his career where he needs Champions League.
He needs to be playing Champions League.
He needs to be playing Champions League for every season.
Didn't Man U sign Kunwa? Man U signed Sesko.
Those guys were not playing Champions League football to start.
Sesko was a big player.
Not really. He was playing for RB Leipzig. He was not really a big player.
Like, even though he's playing Champions League football, there's no...
Plus, he's young. He can give up 1 year. Osimhen is 28, 29. 1 year of his career is not...
And again, Osimhen too him himself is a personality that you have to deal with. Like,
exactly.
Can Liam Rosenio not having a single resume coach Osimhen? Like, there are some players who need to think about it before you sign them. Like me, I'll never want a Vinicius to come
never.
to Arsenal. Like,
too much drama.
I can't, man. I can't.
But I think we just have to choose one. If we're going to go for the young players, we have to be ready to trust the process. And if we want it quick, go for the experienced ones. Easy.
You guys can build something. It just needs to take time.
Trust the process.
Like Saliba, Gabriel, they didn't start like this.
Yeah,
2020.
Gabriel wasn't good.
They were not these guys.
I know Saliba
has always had potential.
Yeah,
right. And now his potential is coming forth. Right,
he's no more potential. He's now
an established, an established player. Even Martinelli was still very rough. Like he didn't hit as the heights we thought he could hit, but like he's come through the ranks. Saka too started as left back.
I remember
back in the day, and now he's an established fan. Nobody's taking that England position from him, like that right wing, like is established. So you need to just.
But yeah, that's it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed all the talking points. If you have any contrary opinion, leave it in the comment section. And see you guys next time. It's the After 90 podcast.
Like, comment, subscribe.